Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we talk about Bitcoin cycle top. Is the cycle top is in? We believe the cycle top is in as long as Bitcoin is hovering underneath this trend line. We're going to talk about this trend line. This trend is the most important trend line for crypto. Okay, it's just a basic trend line on the regular chart, regular scale. It's not a log chart, it's a regular linear scaling. You just take a trend line. Okay, that's the most basic thing, trend line, and you connect the tops of 2017, 2021, April 2021, November, December 2024, this, and then you pull it through December 2024, and you extend it. Okay, and that's actually the trend line that we are now underneath it. Okay, so this trend line we believe is the most powerful trend line in crypto, and this trend line tells me Bitcoin has topped. Again, that's my 2 cents. I might be completely wrong. This is not a financial advice. Okay, you do whatever that if you want. Okay, I am just speculating that the top is in because of this trend line. You can see the similarities. Look at the last cycle. We had the first peak, okay, and then we had the second peak. Now we had the first peak in December 2024. Then we're having the second peak through the summer into October. Now keep in mind, you're now at October 20th, okay? The Bitcoin topped last cycle in November 10th, I think. Let me just verify it. All right. That's November 10th. Yeah, November 10th, Bitcoin already topped. Okay. Now, this cycle, again, at the moment, as long as it's below this trend line, it looks like the top happened in October 7th. All right. So this could be definitely the top. Okay. And you can see this trend line is very, very significant. Very significant. You get multiple rejection from this trend line. It looks heavy as F. Now let's look on the stochastic RSI. Stochastic RSI on the weekly crossing down with the lower high with the bearish divergence here. We had a bearish divergence. Take this one. I will look at this one. It's better. Okay, you can see that was your top in May. Okay, then you went higher. The weekly stochastic went lower, formed bearish divergence. Now you have a triple bearish divergence on the weekly chart. That's bearish. Okay, it tells you the trend is exhausted. And you got triple bearish divergence on the 2-week chart. Okay, you can see here that was the first peak in March 2024, second peak December 2024, third peak August 2025 on the 2-week stochastic RSI. This signal is not printing every day, okay? This signal crossing down or up, okay, and trending maybe once a year. Okay, you have this. This is August 2025. This was last year 2024, and this was last year March. Okay, so pretty much in every 6 to 8 months you get this kind of signal on the 2-week stochastic, whether it's up or down, a significant cross, and we just got it now. This is the first time ever on the 2-week chart you get triple bearish divergence. Last cycle you had 1, 2, actually you had here as well 3, but this cycle is much more significant. You can see actually you had 2 here. You had two significant crosses. You had cross here and a cross here. Here you had cross, and another cross. It's exhausted as F. And look on the monthly as well, telling you the same stuff. Okay, the monthly as well. 3 crosses, you can see. The monthly last cycle, let me just remove this for a sec. Okay, you can see last cycle we had 1 cross down, and that was it. 1 cross down, and then you had a continuation with another little cross here. Okay, here you can see it's much more significant. Okay, you can see the cross here, a run up. This is a monthly, okay, monthly stochastic RSI. Then you had another cross down here, and now we're forming another cross down, man, from the highest point of price in Bitcoin history, 120. Keep in mind, sir. All the people, they're calling for 250K, and Bitcoin topped out exactly at half the price. We're talking about also Plan B. I think Plan B is calling for 500 or 250, whatever. it topped around half of the price, around 125. 125 is half of 250. Last cycle, if you've been around, I have, I have been around. You know what was the price prediction everybody was talking about? 130K, the plan B nonsense model. And look what happened. It topped out around half. It topped out at 69. You can call it 65. That was the significant top on the first top. And that was the top, exactly half of the price. They are calling for 1 million. They're calling for gazillions. They're calling for insane valuation. And Bitcoin, look what Bitcoin is doing, man. Bitcoin is not really breaking above this trend line and holding above it. You can see, look at the line chart. You can see the line chart cannot close above it, okay? And they hold above it for more than, a week maybe. The 2-week never closed above it. You can see this is the 2-week chart, never closed above this trend line. And yeah, that's not good, man. That's not good. And you can see the 2-week candlestick pattern here on the high, on the peaks here. And if you look on the monthly, you get major top intels. Again, subscribe to this channel. We're gonna keep you posted on this chart, how it's developing through the end of the month. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, click the bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about this analysis? By the way, we are traders, okay? This thing probably gonna bounce, okay, as it topping out. Okay, you're gonna have a bounce probably, and then you're gonna get probably another lower high, and then another dump, and etc. Just this is the time to pay attention, time to be very cautious, very careful in what you're doing. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to join our VIP, link below. We're gonna trade it, whether it's up or down. We long altcoins, short altcoins. We're gonna short Bitcoin later once it's gonna trigger a bear. Join us, link below. See you in the next video. Cheers.